Simon, something he will miss is the big beat me for 2 seconds. His favorite teacher slash coach is Coach Elizabeth and Coach Grace. Something he'll miss is going to McDonald's after every meet. His future plans is to go to college. Cheer and track shooting. And gossip between the teacher slash coach is Miss Sparks and Coach Wedding. Something she'll miss is the new high school. Her future plans are to go NAC, then TAC. Sarah Shoemaker, aka Sarah Shoe. Sports and hobbies include cheer, student council, and SCCLA. Parents are Mark and Cherry Shoemaker. Sibling is Morgan Shoemaker. Her favorite VHS memory is the time she squared snuff.
You are looking live from Bobcat Stadium in Brian Clark Field in Berryville, Arkansas for tonight's contest between the Prairie Grove Tigers and the Berryville Bobcats. I'm Lynn Gregson, and with me tonight, Dr. Alan Williams, with a record of 7-1, trying to move to 8. Berryville on the season is they're 1-7. They did pick up a victory early against Decatur, big victory there for them, and then since then they've struggled a bit, but
And kept it a close game until the third quarter, and we kind of broke it open.
and I think that that's why you've got to take every game serious, and in a game like this when you're expected to win, you got to stay sharp. You got to stay crisp. You want to make sure that you keep the penalties down. You want to execute well. Prairie Grove is pretty much clinched a spot in the playoff. Now, where that exactly will be, will be determined. But you want to stay. You're going to go to the playoffs, so you got to play now to get ready for that. Make sure you're doing the things that you're supposed to do.
Well, you do, and you want to be sharp going in the playoffs. Like you say, health is a big thing, but right now, we still have a chance at that number one seed, and we need to take care of business this week and next week, and not just win. We need to get the 13 points allowed by
Right.
the AAA. So if Shiloh was to beat Pea Ridge, they're getting a tiebreaker, that maybe we'd be one of those in the top. Get that top seed, and so it's important, and I think our guys will be focused and ready to play tonight.
Well, one of our guys tonight, Anthony Johnson, who went over 1,000 yards last week in the victory over Gentry, averaging 10.7 yards a carry. I mean, the guy, you'll watch a game and it looks like, he's just kind of plugging along, getting 5, 6, 7 yards, and he'll bust one. But, he is a tough customer and really has been a leader on this team and has gotten a lot of playing time all 3 years of his time here at Prairie Grove.
I was talking to Coach Absher this week a little bit, and I got to talking about him and how much I've enjoyed watching him run and the development he's had since 10th grade. And I can remember in 10th grade, I think he had the speed that he's got now. He had a tendency, he got to the sidelines, he'd run out of bounds some and that kind of thing. He's worked on the weights, gotten stronger, gotten tougher. And last year and this year in particular, he won't run out of bounds. He makes you tackle him every play, and if he's close to the sidelines, you'll see him start going back to the center of the field and he makes him make a play, and sometimes he breaks those tackles and gets those longer runs because of it.
Well, I a couple of weeks ago, you and Ryan was doing the Pea Ridge game, and I watched around the 40. It had easily gone out, but he took on the contact and he went another 6, 7, 8 yards and got that additional yard. So that's the kind of runner he is. Tonight too, these seniors, there is a milestone for them tonight. If the seniors or this team tonight wins, this will be the winningest senior class in Prairie Grove history. They'll move to 33 wins in their history here, which will be surpass last year's team, which had 32. They had the 7 wins as sophomores in 2014, the last year's team, then the 13 and the 12. This team's had the 13 and 12, had 7 last week, so tonight gives them the 8 if they can come through with a victory.
Well, when you think about that, any senior class that comes through, then experience, I hope. So.
No, I don't think so, and I'm hoping that we can secure that win tonight. As we wait and for the coin toss, I don't know if they did the coin toss before or not, but I don't think they've done that yet. But while we do, we can take a look around the conference tonight, Dr. Williams. And first of all, the conference leader, P Ridge, they are at home tonight, and they're having their senior night. They host Huntsville, and Huntsville's winless in the conference. P Ridge, of course, 5-0, leading the conference. They're probably setting themselves up for next week for a match with Shiloh.
That's going to be a critical game, and really when you look at the schedules, the way the teams have lined up this year, we probably had the toughest schedule because we played Gravette, Shiloh, and P Ridge all right in a row, and those are probably outside of us, those are the three other toughest teams in the conference, I think.
Yeah, and the records show that, and also Gravette. And speaking of Shiloh and Gravette, they're playing each other tonight. So Gravette got two of them back to back. They got Gravette, and then they turn around and will play P Ridge. Now Gravette sitting at 3-2 in the conference. Gentry and Lincoln both at 2-3. Should Gentry defeat Lincoln tonight and Shiloh beat Gravette, then that 4 and 5 spot would be on the line next week when Gravette travels to Gentry. So there's some things on the line in the conference and the seeding that'll be going on tonight. And so I mentioned that Shiloh and Gravette. That'll be one we'll keep our eyes on because, like you mentioned earlier, that plays possibly into our playoff seeding. Well, captains tonight for the Bobcats, number 21, Denton McCullough. Number 10 is Devon Smith, and number 34, Charles Archer. Looks like one of our caps tonight, number 14, Tyler Davidson, and also number 56. I believe that is Ben Beeson, and that is Colin Bryant, and I can't quite make. And Clay Spinks, number 81. So those are our captains tonight for the last regular season road game of the year for the Tigers.
Beeson, I think, missed one game. He injured his hand somehow, and then he's back last week kicking, did a good job for us. So playing with an injured hand.
Well, it looks like they added 3 more minutes to the clock, so we'll get a little bit of a delayed start. And if you're watching tonight, and the sound seems like we're not at the game, we're in the press box that we're in. We're away from the field. We're within glass, and you can't hear a lot from the field. It almost sounds like I'm watching it in my office. It's
Well, and I don't want anybody to think we're wimps, but with the north wind and 30-degree weather, we haven't opened the windows yet. But maybe we'll do that just a little bit to get a little crowd effect.
I was wondering if they would even open. I was hoping they didn't.
we're going to pretend like they don't, but I think this little latch here next to me is all you have to push to get the window open. I don't know if the cameras are picking up the sign that is the last game in this stadium, and they're going to be moving to a newer stadium over close to where their gym's located.
Just as you were making the comment about their last senior night here at Bobcat Stadium, Ronnie Clark Field, they started the national anthem. So They kind of went back to back with a couple things there that it went silent. But their last night here, so I didn't realize that, Dr. Williams. So they've got a new stadium that's being built right now. Then,
Right, I think it's going to be located, like I say, over their gym's kind of about a half mile or so from here, and I think it's going to be located on that same property, that direction. And might mention, folks get used to hearing the Prairie Grove Band. They're going to be marching in a state contest they qualified for down in Little Rock on Monday, and in order to get a little extra practice time, and also because at this stadium, when they come, they take up over half the bleachers for our fans. They've stayed home preparing for Monday's competition. We wish them well with that.
absolutely. And here come the Prairie Grove Tigers onto the field, and also mentioning tonight the absence of Ryan Cook. Ryan is, I think he's on his way down there to watch Arkansas and Ole Miss tomorrow, and I'm hoping for another Hunter Henry heave.
That's one of the all-time exciting plays I think I've ever seen. And but I do have to say that for being a Hall of Famer, Ryan picks a lot better games to miss maybe than what you did a couple of weeks ago. But just saying, I don't know.
Well, we wish Ryan a safe travels and hope he enjoys his trip and enjoys watching the game on his drive down. I think he's driving down as we get ready to kick off. Tiger's going to receive. And getting ready to kick for the Bobcats. Number 12 is Armando Mojica. You know, Dr. Williams, I hope we get some home games in the playoffs just so we don't have to kind of look at these yellow and white uniforms. They always drive me crazy.
Well, I have a hard time picking up the numbers on those, so it may not be a lot of help with that tonight.
Bryant Brothers back deep, and here's the kick, and we are underway, and it's a short kick going to be fielded there by Gunther. Ethan Gunther breaks a couple tackles. He's out over the 40, the 45, up to about the 47-yard line, and that's where Prairie Grove will start their first series tonight.
It's a nice little return. A lot of times the up man will fair catch or just catch it and fall on it, but he picked up almost 10 yards on his return there.
Prairie Grove starts off with excellent field position, and I don't know if Mojica, it looks like he tried to do that. I don't think he tried to kick it deep. And so Prairie Grove starts 1st and 10, ball at their own 47. Double wing set. Straight drop, quick drop, and it's thrown, overthrows. Pretty good coverage that time by Che Myers of the Bobcats. They were looking to try to get DeMarcus on a quick score. It's incomplete.
He floated that ball out there just a little bit long, and DeMarcus really couldn't quite clear the defender there to get to that.
Well, 2nd down and 10 for Prairie Grove. Again, same set as John David Elder comes under center. Center big Will Hawkins there. Hawkins stands 6'4", 335, and there is a give. And that is Colin Bryant gets up to the 50. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
It's a nice stop. Number 19, Cooper Logan from Berryville was the initial one there, and then a couple other folks came to help.
Berryville definitely just not laying over first 2 plays. Pretty good defense, holding the Tigers just 3 yards. But now 3rd and 7 for Prairie Grove.
We got DeMarcus split way out wide. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
He's definitely got the size advantage on the corner. And now, again, another give. And this time, Bryant's going to get to the 45. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2 for Prairie Grove.
Be interesting to see here. I have a feeling we're going to go for this, but let's see what the coaches do.
We got 4th and 2, and if I want to make sure I'm going to get a 4th or 2 or my best shot, I think going with Johnson. We'll see what happens. He may try to go up the middle there with Aaron Preston. Let's see what happens here. On 4th and 2 for the Tigers. Here comes Johnson in motion. They do give it to Johnson. Johnson's got the first. He's got more. There goes. 20, 15, 10. Give him 6. Anthony Johnson, give him 6.
1 carry and 45 yards, so he's adding to that 1,000-yard rushing total pretty quickly.
I think that total takes him over 1,100 and definitely maintains his over 10 yards a carry average. So great run that time. Here it is, and just Anthony found the hole, and then there was nothing in the center of the field. There goes Anthony, and once he's there, they're not going to catch him, and he goes in for the 6, and the Tigers up 6-0 quick, and the extra point on the way.
I noticed they had their defense up close to the line of scrimmage. I think the deepest person was 7 yards deep. So once he broke the line, there just wasn't anybody back there to try
The extra
to catch
point
him.
is good by Beeson, and so another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. Prairie Grove 7, Berryville 0. Back after this.
For over 100
Who
years.
decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person with a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
We're back with you. Prairie Grove scores on their first possession, on their first series of down on a 4th and 2 at the Bobcat 45. Anthony Johnson goes 45 yards for the touchdown. And now DeMarcus Cooper getting ready to kick off for Prairie Grove.
Couldn't quite catch the number of the deep folks for
And DeMarcus, pretty good kick. And it's going to stay in bounds, fielded there by Amado Mojica. And Mojica's brought down at about the 32. Looks like Tyler Davidson on the tackle. And
he was pretty quick. We got in, looked like just tripped his feet up just a little bit there as he was trying to make a spin move to get a few more yards.
yeah, Johnson came into the game with 1,076. So with that 45-yard scamper, he goes over 1,100 yards on the season and another touchdown for him.
I think that's 1,121 if I might have to take my shoes off to count that up real quick. But
1st and 10 for the Bobcats, ball at their own 32. Quarterback is Cale Heithold. Run there, I believe that's number 34, Charles Archer, and Archer picks up about 4 yards.
Charles Archer, the ball carrier, brought down by Landon Waldrop.
Looks like big Landon Waldrop brings him down. Landon right at 300 pounds. Moved pretty well for a big fella to make the tackle.
he did. He was running right behind his lineman, Connor Worley, and did a good job to come in and make that tackle there.
2nd down and 6 for Berryville. Just underway here, 9 minutes, 50 seconds to go. There is a keeper this time by the quarterback, and he's going to be hit about the 40. He looked like he had a little room there at first. He did pick up about 4 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats.
Well, it gave a good fake to the fullback, and I think we had Landon Waltrip tackled the fullback, and then we tackled the quarterback, and got a 3rd and 2 here. So let's see if the defense can get a stop.
Brings up 3rd down 2.
Third down and 2 for Berryville, ball at their own 40. And there's a give up the middle. I think he's got the 1st down. He's going to be darn close.
I think his forward progress is going to get him the 1st down by about a half yard or so. And they're lining up in wing T similar to us.
First down, Bobcats.
Nice carry that time, number 35, Brett Parsons. Parsons, a 5'8" sophomore, and he picks up the 1st down.
And we've called a timeout here.
Well, let's take the timeout with the Tigers. Tigers leading 7-0, 9 minutes to go in the 1st quarter.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 22.
down and 10 for the Bobcats. Prairie Grove called a timeout. Something wasn't right. Coach Laird didn't like something going on the defense, called a timeout.
We're already subbing in on our defensive line. Will Hawkins is in there at nose guard right now.
And there is a give, and he's hit. He breaks one tackle. Then he's met by several Tigers, Ethan Gunther being one of them.
I think that was Spinks that made it into the backfield and got the first hit on him, kind of slowed him up. And
then he got some help from Stone Bryant and Ethan Gunther and also Cooper Allen. So a lot of the guys in there gained tackling. Always like to see a lot of guys around the ball.
Well, and Stone Bryant, if I was a running back, I wouldn't want to get stood up for very long playing against our team, because it seems like Stone Bryant comes in usually with the finishing hit quite often, and he doesn't shy away from the contact at all.
Here's a quick drop, looking. He's got a man open. It's complete. And that is complete to Byron McIntosh. And McIntosh gets behind the defender, and he's down to the Prairie Grove 23. Nice throw that time also by Heitholt.
Very nice throw, and right on the money to the receiver, and they're down inside our 25.
They're going to spot it at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. So 2 first downs they've been able to piece together. And you and I talked about at the onset, you have to respect all your opponents, and they're moving the football.
They're doing some interesting things with their formations to kind of spread us out. That time they had their wing back inside the tight end, and the tight end kind of flexed out.
Well, the Tigers seem to always kind of really get going down here, and that's a nice little bootleg play there. Kind of a different kind of bootleg play, but that's
usually you can follow the flow in that wing tee, except for that little inside reverse handoff. But here the flow started to the left of the offense, and the quarterback just countered out, and like you say, it's kind of like a little bootleg there, and he picked up 3 yards, almost 4 yards.
So 2nd down, we'll call it 2nd and long 6 for the Bobcats. Bringing the play in is McIntosh, who just made a nice catch. Berryville on the march. This drive started at their own 32, so they've moved the ball on the Tigers. 2nd down. Oh, and they moved. So Berryville's going to get backed up a few yards there. Well, penalties to kill a drive, and that may hurt Berryville there, but a nice boy, they've really moved the ball, Dr. Williams.
They have. Most of it on that pass play, but they've picked up a first down on 4 runs there, and done a nice job so far.
Just another score. Boonville leads West Fork 9-0. We haven't gotten any update on any scores within the conference at this point. Next week will be very interesting to start getting scores in, because we'll start kind of seeing how seeding is going to start flowing throughout the state. So it'll be an interesting week next week. 2nd down and 12 for the Bobcats, and now Heitholt is in trouble. He looks, he throws, he's got his man. Oh, he had him open, and then he dropped it. Again, that was McIntosh. He was covered that time by Davidson and Stone Bryant. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Had him open for a little bit. The quarterback was scrambling to buy a little time, and got the ball to him, just didn't make the catch.
So the ball's sitting just outside of the Prairie Grove 26-yard line. It's 3rd down for the Bobcats. They've got 2 chances there. I'm sure they'll go for it. They may even try a field goal, depending on what kind of field goal kicker they have. But they have a lot of soccer players. They're pretty good in soccer, so they may have a guy that can nail it. Who knows?
They're going 3 wide on the left and 1 to the right.
And now, he's going to get dropped. Oh, and that is Dustin Burton, the big ugly, comes and wraps him up at the 34-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to spot it at the 33, so it'll be 4th and 19 for the Bobcats.
DeMarcus Cooper came free first and got the quarterback moving, and he moved right into Dustin Burton. A good job with the defense there.
6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We're halfway through the first quarter, 7-0. Now 4th down. And Heitholt, he really almost has 4 receivers over there the way they got there. Now he's rolling to his right. He's looking. He's throwing. He's going deep. He's got a man. And it's almost intercepted but dropped. It's good that he dropped it, really, probably. May have got caught there inside the 10. So the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
Well, Berryville had a nice little drive, and it's good to see our defense kind of rise up there. They got the penalty, then we get the sack and get a stop there.
Yeah, what's always interesting, I mean, this has been a kind of a mark of this defense this year. When people get inside our 30, 25, 20, we tend to really stiffen up. I mean, we've seen that the last several weeks, and even against P. Ridge to a degree, it happened once or twice. So here is a quick pitch out to Johnson. Johnson, he's going to be wrapped up and dropped down by McIntosh at the 36-yard line.
Trying to kind of catch them sleeping there with that quick pitch, get outside the end, and looks like I guess he picked up about 3.5 with that.
2nd down and 7 for Prairie Grove. Tigers come up to the line, 2nd and 7. This time a give up the middle. That's Heltemus. He's inside the Berryville 50 into their territory, brought down by McIntosh at the Bobcat 47-yard line. I thought there for a minute he might go the distance.
It looked like he was about to. He'd broken one tackle, and but they did get him down there at the 48. But nice run. I'll try to pick up our starting offensive line. I know we've got Landon Waltrip over here at right tackle.
Drop by John David Elder. He's looking. He's got a man. It is Bryant. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Oh, he was heading for the end zone.
It is a complete pass, and he had some room to run. I don't think he realized how close he'd gotten to the sideline there as that ball was thrown out.
Yeah, he was right. He was excellent. If he had caught himself, he had room to reverse course a little bit. I just don't think he realized how close he was to the sideline, but he gets it down to the Bobcat 16-yard line where it's 1st down and 10 for Prairie Grove. 4:46 to go here in the 1st quarter. Tigers trying to score for the 2nd time. They got the opening kickoff and scored. It was Johnson. And here comes the wingback reverse. There's Burton. Burton still on his feet. He's going to pick up about 6. Looks like number 52 there, Ben Diaz for Berryville's the tackler.
Burton's a load to bring down. He's not an easy one to tackle either, and nice run by him. We had a good block there. Dakota Pinkley kind of pinned his man to the ground and enabled him to get through there.
Yeah, Diaz held on. Diaz got him by the leg and just held on. So 2nd down, well, he picked up about 5, so 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. And now John David Elder rolling to his left, and he's in trouble, and now he's going to take it. He throws. Give him 6. Hey! Stone Bryant on the reception, and the Tigers score, making it 13-0. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco.
Nice play as John David rolled to his left, got some pressure, and was able to buy time and come back to his right and then find Stone in the end zone.
Look at this. He did a good job here. I thought he was going to take off running. He looks up, has the presence of mind to look up, and he actually he was not wide open. He was threw a nice strike there to get it. Beeson now with the extra point. And it's on its way, and it is good with 3:55 to go here in the 1st quarter. It's Prairie Grove 14, Berryville 0. Back after this.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuhl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with...
We decided you can't have good rates and good coverage. If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance.
Marcus Cooper getting ready to kick. I almost just said Jared Murphy, believe it or not. DeMarcus getting ready to kick. And there is the kick. It kind of goes off to the side, fielded at the 32. And he's going to get about to the 35. I believe that was number 8 for the Bobcats. Or Gregory, number 9, Ethan Gregory. And Gregory gets it to the 35, and that's where Berryville will start this drive.
First one there for the Tigers. First down for the Bobcats at the 36-yard line.
See how our defense works this here, and if they can get a stop a little bit quicker. But Bobcats did some interesting things on that first drive to kind of get us a little bit off stride. But like you said, our defense has been real stingy when it gets down in scoring territory.
They're going to spot it there at the 36, and Berryville coming to the line. I was looking for the play clock, and I see it's on the far side. And here is a give, and not much going this time, although a little second effort may have got a couple yards. Several of the Tigers in there on the tackle.
Nice stop by the defense. Had one lineman get a little penetration in there and slow that up, and had a gain of 1.
2nd and 9 for Berryville. Number 11, Wyatt Poe, coming in with the play from the side. They're in the double wing set as well this time. It's 2nd and 9. And there is a keeper this time by Heithold. He's not going to get much.
Heithold, ball carrier.
Going to leave them about 7 yards here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 for Berryville. If you just joined us, it's 14-0 Prairie Grove. They scored both times they got the football. First time was a 4th and 2, 45-yard run by Anthony Johnson. The second was a nice scramble and pitch and catch by John David Elder to Stone Bryant from about 16 yards out. So 3rd down now and 7 for the Bobcats. Ball sitting at just about their 39-yard line. And here is a timeout by the Bobcats. Let's take it with them. 2:23, Prairie Grove up 14-0.
Everett Chevrolet, right off of I-49 in Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 20.
Okay, 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats. They come out of their timeout. Off the air, you said you thought they had 5 in the backfield, probably the reason they called that.
Right. They had both wing backs, a fullback, quarterback,
and we sniffed that one out pretty well. Boy, Burt was trying to get the ball.
Trying to strip the ball and get us some really good field position.
Archer, the ball carrier that time, and Burton brings him down. Nice sportsmanship out there tonight. That was a good job. It's Keaton Disharoon. I like when I see good sportsmanship, and now there's going to be a quick change as it looks like Berryville's back to punt. Low.
Oh, I don't know if that's a bad snap. What happened there? And I think we only had 10 players on the field as well.
And they called it. They had a little, like a false start there, so they'll back it up.
Let's see if our coaches pick this up. We only had, we got another one running out now. We had 10 players on the field there, so.
Dr. Williams, can you pronounce that punter's name? Ariel.
What number is it?
70.
70. Ariel Orellana, I think is how you'd say that.
That one's going to go out at the 47-yard line of the Tigers. Back deep was Harrison Lowe. And looks like the Tigers are going to start at 1st and 10 at their own 47. So good field position again for Prairie Grove. And this is where I believe we started our first drive, right at our own 47. So the Tigers with their 3rd possession of the game. 1:31 to go here in the first quarter. John David Elder in the shotgun. Has trips to the far side, single receiver to this side. There's a quick pass to Johnson. It's incomplete. Boy, Johnson had some room if he could got that one.
He did, and you got to be careful in those plays, kind of trying to do that wide receiver screen and get the ball in Johnson's hands, but that's almost a lateral. It was a forward pass, but you got to always be careful there when those go incomplete.
That's right. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. And now the give is to Preston. Aaron Preston goes right up the middle, gets about 7. They'll spot him at the 47, so 6-yard pick. Let's see where they're going to spot that one. They keep walking back and forth. They spot it. It's a 6-yard pickup, 3rd down and 4 for Prairie Grove.
Seems like Preston just hits the hole really quick and just kind of end up on the linebackers before they know he's coming. And almost seems like every game he starts off with a 6-7-yard carry.
Well, you know, early in the season we were really struggling with that middle part of our game, but it's really come along throughout the season. It's good to see that improvement. Shotgun again this time for John David Elder. Those 3 receivers to the far side. He pumps, he looks, he's scrambling, and John David Elder's going to tuck it, run. He's going to maybe get back. He may have lost a yard, so it's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers. Let's see if the Coach Absher decide to go for it. I think he will.
He couldn't make his mind up where to go, and some pretty good coverage in the defensive backfield, and finally had to pull the ball down and try to run, and couldn't quite make it past the lineman there.
Well, we're going to get one more. Well, we might get one more play off. It's 20 seconds, and the play clock. Yeah, we'll get one more off. There's a difference of about a second, so we'll get one more play off here. And John David Elder again from the shotgun. He's back. He's going to give to Johnson. Johnson trying to beat one man. He didn't make it. Nice defense that time by the Bobcats. That was Che Myers. He hung on. He got an arm on Johnson and just held on and comes up short. So it's 1st down and 10 for Bobcats, and that's the way we end the first quarter. After 1 quarter play, it's Prairie Grove 14, Berryville 0. Back after this.
240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey.
Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
Okay, about to get underway here in the second quarter. And Dr. Williams, the first quarter, anything stand out to you on either side of the ball?
Well, I think Berryville's done a better job of hanging on to the ball, and I thought they might. They've had at least one extended drive and took a little time off the clock. Our offense has had a couple of big plays. John David made a good pass. Anthony Johnson, the long run for the score, but our defense has kept them off the board, and I think that's a big part of what happened.
Well, they'll go from the shotgun this time. Both teams utilizing that formation. There it's, almost interception and almost caught. So Che Myers, intended receiver, I thought Stone Bryant was going to get an interception there for a moment, and then went off his fingers, and I thought Mayers was going to catch it.
That's one of those, looks like interception, and if he'd caught it, he was behind us, and it'd have been a foot race to see if he could have scored with it.
2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball sitting at their own 45. I said Mayers, it's Myers. Heitholt back under center this time. And the give is to Archer, and he's going to be dropped for no gain. I didn't see who got to him first there.
This looked like right end came through and got an arm on him. And
Spinks was one of them. He's going off the field now. So 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats.
Look, we got Lane Dalton in there and Will Hawkins, DeMarcus Cooper. Trying to see on that far end, is that Gunther?
I believe that's Ethan Gunther.
Ethan Gunther, or 4 on the defensive line.
And now Heitholt back, throws. This time it is going to be intercepted by Stone Bryant. It's an interception, and the receiver that time, he really just played defense on him. He saw it was going to be intercepted, just jumped on his back and brought him down.
The throw was a little bit short, and Stone did a great job, almost like in basketball, going for a rebound, got the receiver on his back, and was able to catch the ball.
It's a really good analogy. That's exactly what it looked like, just like he got positioned for a rebound and came down with it. Now Prairie Grove starts. This is their worst starting field position at their own 28. John David Elder. And it's up the middle again, and it's Heltemus. Still on his feet at the 50 into Bobcat territory at the 48-yard line. Nice job that time by Garrett Heltemus.
Broke a tackle about 5 yards downfield. Another 2 folks looked like had him about 10 yards and breaks that and picks up another dozen on top of it.
No score in Shiloh right at the end of the first quarter. So battle going on in Gravett tonight. Here is a give again. I believe that was Heltemus again.
I think it was. Broke another tackle, pick up 5 or 6. You know, that game really is pretty important. If Shiloh wins that one tonight, then the top 3 seeds are going to be P. Ridge, us, and Shiloh in some kind of order, no matter what happens next week. But if Gravett was to get that win, it could throw some of that into jeopardy.
Yeah, Gravett could actually end up potentially even being the 3rd seed. And so now John David Elder back to pass. He's looking. He throws it complete to Burton. Stays on his feet. Down to 32. You know, he may have given up on Stone too. Look at Stone. Stone's he's like every other receiver. I'm open.
Yeah.
But he was. He I don't know if John David saw him, but he was open. He got behind his man. But nonetheless, first down for Prairie Grove at the 33-yard line of the Bobcats.
Some of those receivers, they're open every play, and they forget sometimes it's after the quarterback's thrown the ball. The defenders left them, but they were open there at some point. But he did get behind the defense there, but John David had already let the ball go.
P. Ridge leading their game at Huntsville 21-0. There is the give. Johnson, 10-5. Give him 6. Give him 6. Anthony Johnson, 2nd touchdown of the night. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco.
That one's about 33 yards there. What a run. He makes the cut and just outruns folks to the corner of the end zone.
Well, once he got that corner, he just went to the end zone. It's another touchdown. And 20-0 as Beeson trying to go 3 for 3 on the night on the extra points. It's a good snap. It's on its way, and it is right through the middle with 9:58 to go here in the first half. It's Prairie Grove 21, Berryville 0.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuehl. Stacy Luganbuehl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuehl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuehl.com.
time it's going to be James Mayers kicking for Prairie Grove with the blue shoes.
Those are interesting shoes. It's the first I've noticed that. I don't know if that's new for tonight or
I,
not.
I believe it is because I think I would have seen that before. Maybe not, but that's the first time I've seen them. Kick's going to be fielded right about the 34 and returned up to the 45. Gregory on the return for the Bobcats, and number 32, Trevor King, one of the first ones in there. And Trevor King was our defensive player of the game last week. He's all over the field, especially in the first half. 1st and 10 for Berryville. Again, they'll start at their own 45. Coming up at halftime, whatever's going on from Berryville, we won't have as you mentioned, our band's getting ready for competition next Monday and will not be favoring us tonight. 1st and 10, Bobcats give up the middle, nothing. Wow, we plugged that up quick, Dr. Williams.
We did. We've kind of found their number there on that run. They're right off the guard, and defense plugged that one quick. Just trying to get a set on who all are.
I know Charles Edwards was one of them in there. He was in there quick and dropped. May have even lost about a half a yard. 2nd down for the Bobcats.
Trying to see our corner on the far side of the field over there.
There's Archer on the carry. He gets the corner, and Archer gets close to the first. He's in Prairie Grove territory. May have stepped out at the 49, so we're going to bring up about the 3rd down and 4 for the Bobcats.
They got to the corner pretty quick that time and were able to pick up some yards. I cannot read our numbers unless the players turn almost perfectly square.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard to see. And especially the distance and being the fact we're behind glass. It's really difficult to see them tonight. Some of them we know from body shape. Wow, fumble on the play, and Prairie Grove's got it.
See who that was.
That's Charles Edwards. Edwards got in. Do we have that a replay on that one? Let's see what we got here. Here it is. Edwards. No, that was a play before. I'm not going to call out who it is tonight who missed the replay. I'll let it go. If it was Nacho, we would call it out.
Let's suffice it to say, a great play by the defensive lineman, knocked the ball loose and recovered it. So
it was a great play, and now John Day Edward back to throw. Elder, he releases it. Oh, he almost made a great catch.
I think that's Stone Bryan. He's trying to get in his good graces since Stone thought he didn't see him last time and threw the ball down. But the ball and 2 defenders got there about the same time, and he almost made a great catch. And he loose as he went to the ground.
It was really good because he saw it coming. He really did go up for it at the high point. He may be hurt. He's walking off holding his back. May have landed hard there. 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the Bobcat 45. 8:50 to go here in the first half.
I think they started the play clock before the official was ready for them to, and now they're telling them to reset it.
Now they just started again. Prairie Grove go with their double wing look this time. And here is a give and dropped. Wow, good defensive play that time.
Looks like number 16 maybe, or is that?
Aaron Preston was on the carry.
Preston on the carry that time.
Maybe number 10. I think that's 10.
Yeah, Devon Smith. He's defensive end.
Third down for the Tigers.
And it's third down and a little more than 10 for the Tigers. So Berryville defense stepping up. Tigers probably got 2 downs here to pick up this 10 yards. In motion, and now this time John David Elder, they're playing the option well.
Elder, the ball carrier.
They're bringing folks up close to the line, and they've done a good job these last couple of plays.
We ran the option both times to the short side of the field, and they really kind of played it well. They, when you're playing option, you got to have somebody have that the back that's the one coming through the line. You got to have somebody have the quarterback, someone have the pitch back, and they did a good job that time across the board. But it's 4th down and 10. Prairie Grove's going to go for it. John David Elder dropping back, rolling to his left, looks, throws, and it's incomplete. And a good job that time. That number 4, Jay Myers. Jay Myers made a couple good plays for the Bobcats tonight, and they hold Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove didn't get any yards on that possession.
That was good defense. He arrived just as the ball got there and couldn't pull it in.
7:39 to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove. I know Berryville has struggled this year, but I tell you, they've got some decent-sized guys across the line. And to me tonight, they've played hard. I mean, they're down 21-0, but they've played hard. They're playing good defense, and I'm impressed really with their effort.
It's senior night. I think some of these guys, the last time to get to play here at home, and so they're giving it a good effort.
Well, that time Heitholt with the carry, he's met by several of the Tigers. One of the things I noticed about him, the first couple times tonight, he really was going at it. He's gotten hit a couple times, and he seemed to slow down a little bit that time.
Slowed him down a little bit, they've done some interesting things with their wing T formation, and the way they set receivers, the amount of distance they're putting them out from the line at times, and sometimes putting a tight end outside of what we used to call the pigeon-toed wing back that sits there at that 45-degree angle.
Heitholt throws complete to Archer, and Archer, boy, the Tigers collapsed quick. Spinks was over there. We may get a late hit. And let's see, that was Bryant also coming in. I think they're going to call it maybe even a face mask too. But we came in kind of late, and I bet they're going to get the personal foul.
Let's see what.
Dead ball, personal foul against the Tigers. So that's going to give Berryville a first down inside the 40 down to the, they'll be down about the 33-yard line.
Take the ball to the Tigers' 33-yard line. It's first down, Bobcats.
So Berryville now on the march after the big penalty. So
see if our defense can stiffen up here again and keep them getting close enough to kick a field goal or get it in the end zone.
6 minutes. 25 seconds to go here. Right up the middle this time, and nice run. He's going to pick up about Parsons on the run. Is going to get down to about the 25-yard line of Prairie Grove. So I think they're going to put him at the 24. Spinks finally brings him down.
Good 9-yard gain for them. Gave it to that up back pretty quick. They've been trying to hit wide here for a while and slipped him through before we could see him.
5 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. We're moving around a little bit and keep it that time by Heitholt. He's going to get the first down. So they're going to be at the 22-yard line, their deepest penetration so far of the night. They got down to about the 25 earlier, but they've got a little bit further this time. And Heitholt gets it down to the 22, and that's where Bobcats have first and 10. So the big penalty on the late hit, it didn't look late to me. It looked like he was already coming in, but nonetheless, it cost Prairie Grove 15 yards, and Bobcats on the move. And now looking, throwing, that's going to be incomplete. good coverage that time by the Tigers. I believe that was Colin Bryant.
We had a couple of folks out there in the area. That may be
John David
Elder
yep.
as well.
21-0, Tigers lead.
Second down, 10.
And we're going to get offsides this time. I believe that was Hawkins that moved, and he goes into the neutral zone. And
oh, they're going to say he was pulled off.
oh, they did. Wow. Well, that's a. You know, the last time they got down here, Dr. Williams, they had a penalty that backed them up, and it was on second down, if I recall correctly, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot again.
Right. It went from what was going to be about 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 11, and they had to pass, and we got the sack and kind of took them out of that scoring opportunity.
Ethan Gregory bringing the play in.
You know, you're right. Berryville doesn't have a lot of players on their team. If I've counted right, they've got about 27 dressed out, but their starting line's got good size.
And now Gregory, he takes off again, and boy, 2 penalties back to back. They were down at the Prairie Grove 23-yard line, 22-yard line, and now 2 penalties, and they're back with 2nd and 20. Wow, tough break for the Bobcats. And good news for the Tigers.
Seems like the game's kind of gone into slow motion here. We've been stuck on 5 minutes and 25 seconds for quite a while. That incomplete pass and 2 penalties.
Well, the Bobcats probably, I would think they would go to the air here. And now we're going to have another flag, and this time delay of game. Oh, my goodness. And 3 penalties. So, Dr. Williams, that just negated the personal foul penalty that we had on them. They've lost 15 yards.
They did, and you know, we were kind of afraid that the first flag they dropped on them was against us for offside.
Yep.
And so it's almost like a 20-yard turnaround in my mind. So, but they're goodness, they're back out at the 38.
They got 25 yards to go for a first down. And now here is Heitholt rolling, throwing, and no incomplete pass. And it was intended for Archer. So 3rd and long. .522 to go here in the first half. Tigers, maybe we can still get it a couple more times here in the first half.
See what Coach Laird dials up here. A lot of times on those 3rd and longs, he'll come with a little bit of pressure to try to get the quarterback moving.
A guy like DeMarcus, knowing it's a passing down, he's coming. They
were going to try to
pop it in there.
That was almost a play off the Statue of Liberty. The quarterback was trying to act like he had the ball on his hip and slipped it to the running back, but he ran right into Will Hawkins. He wraps him up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost half a yard.
I think he did. That was Brett Parsons on the carry, and so it's going to bring up 4th down. And looks like they're, you know, why not? That looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, what was looking like a very promising drive has left them in a tough spot here with 4th down and a really long ways.
I formation, throwing, and it's knocked down. Smart play. I believe that's Davidson on the far side. And it was smart because he could have intercepted it, but he'd have got tackled there at the 13-yard line. And instead of going for his stats, he did the right thing, and he knocked it down.
Knocked it down. Good football smarts on that play.
Well, we lost a half a yard on that because they're going to spot us at the 38. Yep, because they had it at the 39. Now we got it at the 38. So they gained a yard on an incomplete pass.
Well,
I know Ryan, when he's here, he's always saying that I'm all over that, but I
think maybe the guy with the down box may have moved on them, and they just kind of set it back down.
There's Johnson. Johnson over the 50 down to the 47-yard line, and so very quickly Anthony Johnson Gets it into Bobcat territory. 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go here in the first half. Tigers up 21-0.
I think Johnson, he may be on the 3 carries I remember, and it seemed like he had another one in there, but I think he's up over 80 yards already on the game.
We'll go through our stats just as we go into halftime. John David Elder from the shotgun, and he fakes it to Johnson. He's rolling to his right. He's got room. He throws, and it is incomplete. But we're trying to hit the home run.
We had 2 receivers out there in the area, and the ball kind of fell in between them.
Johnson, 99 yards on the game tonight. Maybe Coach Apter let him run one more and get over 100. Second down and 10, 4:05 to go here in the first half. And there is the give. That's Heltemus down to the 25-yard line. And Garrett Heltemus, he's had a couple of big runs. He's probably close to 50 yards himself.
I think so.
Oh, no. They have so few players. I hate to see one of them get hurt. He's coming off, but he's hobbling a little bit. Coming into the game is Braden Logan.
He's walking under his own power, but he's hurting.
First and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball sitting at the Bobcat 25. John David Elder from the shotgun. And he's going to give it to Johnson. Johnson's over 100, and he's still on his feet. He's going to get about 9 yards on that carry.
There was a defensive lineman that he to get him in the backfield, and he ran right out of his grasp and picked up a good game.
Second down, couple yards to go for Prairie Grove. Ball just inside the 18-yard line of the Bobcats. I formation this time. Johnson's a tailback. And it's the give up the middle. Heltemus is going to have the first inside the 15. I say he's got the first. I think he's got it.
I think so. Looks like the guy on the far side has the spot.
So they're going to move the chains, make it first down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball inside the 15. Tigers coming up to the line quickly this time. Again, the I formation. 2 split wide. John David Elder again on this time he keeps, wow, he had the pitch that time, but John David Elder keeps it, gets a yard.
He'll hear about that one from Anthony. He thought he had a lot of room out there to run.
He did. I get nervous a little bit when I see John David running that option. You know, right now we're down to the 9th game of the season and don't want to see, twist an ankle or something. Just, I'd like to not see them run that right now. Here's a drop, throws, little slant pass complete. No, he dropped it.
Looked like he's going to have that. That's going to leave us with a long third down play here.
Third down, and let's call it 9 for the Tigers. So 2:23 to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove up 21-0. This pesky Bobcat team is kind of hung around a little bit. Dustin Burton splits out here in the slot. There's nobody on him either. They call a timeout.
They had one defensive back trying to cover 2 receivers there.
They got it. Berryville's going to call a timeout, and we'll go with them. 2:22, Tigers up 21-0.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
Pea Ridge leading Huntsville 28-7. That's in Huntsville tonight, or I'm sorry, it's senior night in Pea Ridge tonight. So that's a senior class that's had some pretty good wins themselves. Dr. Williams there had a couple of runs in the playoff. I think they had a semifinal in 15 and a final. We've kind of reversed that a little bit.
That's one thing with the success Prairie Grove's had the last few years. Our conference has been really strong, and other teams have had long runs in the playoffs, and it makes that accomplishment even a little bit more of a big accomplishment, I should say.
Third down, John David Elder rolling to his left, looking, he throws, it is incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Tigers. So
Elder's pass intended for Brian incomplete. There's a 4th down for the Tigers.
it's fourth and 9 for Prairie Grove. 2:16 to go here in the first half.
I think I scared some of our production crew. I dropped my phone that's being held together by rubber bands, that much to the chagrin of my daughter, but it works, so I keep using it.
You definitely fall out of being a cool dad by having a double rubber bands around the phone, Dr. Williams. Johnson, it's the fake to Johnson, looking, throws, there's, oh!
We had him wide open.
That was Ethan Gunther. He was by himself. John David Elder just missed him. And I think John David Elder saw he was so open, he got a little anxious there. But the Bobcats hold Prairie Grove, and so they'll take over 1st and 10 just inside their own 15.
See if our defense can come up with another turnover here and give us a chance to score before half.
On a cold night over in Gravette, it's still 0-0 with Gravette and Shiloh Christian. First and 10 for the Bobcats. Now, will the Bobcats try to ground their way out of here? They go up the middle, nothing going there. Prairie Grove's got a couple of timeouts.
See if we use them, or they
might use them after this next one.
Right. If you can get them 2nd or 3rd and long, maybe they'll try throw a pass and have it incomplete and save one up for us.
Now that I look at your phone, I see why you're doing what you're doing.
I was looking to see how cold it is for the people who have to be on the other side of the glass here.
And there is a give. Archer's got the corner, and he may have gotten the first down. No, he's going to be went out of bounds just before that, so it's going to be 3rd down. That stops the clock with 1:31. So this is a play here. If they don't make it, Prairie Grove probably will take a timeout with 1:31 to go here in the first half.
In case anybody's wondering, it's still showing about 39 here in Berryville, 37 back home in Prairie Grove, according to my little weather app.
So just an update from Gravette. Shiloh now leading Gravette 7-0. 3rd down and 3 for the Bobcats. And Heitholt keeps it. He's dropped, and let's see if the Tigers are going to use a timeout. And doesn't look like we're going to do that. Clock's running.
So far we haven't. And they still haven't blown the ball ready for play, and I imagine Berryville will run as much time off the clock here as they can.
4th down, 5.
One thing, saving those timeouts for the offense allows you the option to run the ball and still be able to stop the clock if you need to.
Well, they're going to run it all the way down, and it'll give us about 30, probably 35 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. They called the timeout. They're missing some lights on there, so I thought that was.
It looked like there was 9 seconds.
Yeah, I thought it was 9
left.
seconds. We're down to 0. 41 seconds. So Prairie Grove, depending on how we play it here, we'll have a couple, 2 or 3 plays, maybe 4.
See, maybe if we can get a punt return here.
Well, should have after the punt, and hopefully we will have the ball on the Bobcat side of the field. As soon as the half comes to an end, Miles will tally up our stats. We'll go through those, and then we'll go to the halftime festivities on the field. Our crew tonight, I just mentioned Miles Eubanks. We got Alex Nacho Henry on the camera tonight. Kate Graham monitoring and producing, and our scoreboard, and then Maya Dotson is on the computer tonight. So 4th down and 5. Here comes the punt, and Prairie Grove's going to get a chance to return it. Ball fielded at the 48, and that is Harrison Lowe. He's dropped at the 46, and that's where Prairie Grove will start with 33 seconds to go here in the first half. So if you think about it, this is if I'm not mistaken, our 7th possession of the half, and we've scored on half, and they've held us on half.
Right. Berryville's come out and they're playing hard. They haven't had a lot of success, and sometimes you wonder if kids are going to hang their heads a little bit, but I've got to hand it to them. They're playing hard and hustling and staying in the game.
Well, it would be easy for them, and I'll make this comment after the play here. John David Elder under center. And there is a give to Johnson. Johnson bounces. He's inside the 40, and the Tigers. I thought we might call a timeout here. They're letting it run.
I thought we might as well. We're down under 20 seconds.
This will be the last play of the half. Yeah, they're going to sack him. That's going to do it. And that's the end of the first half. The score, Prairie Grove 21, the Bobcats 0. I was going to make a comment after that play was that the one thing about the Bobcats, it would be easy to say, hey, here's the 4 times out of the last 5 years conference champions. They're coming to town. They've still got a good team again this year. And, they could just roll over. But they've played hard tonight, as you mentioned. And if you're a Bobcat fan, you've got to be very impressed with the effort they've put out tonight.
Good first half. We're ahead like we expected to be, but you got to hand it to Berryville. Done a good job.
And our guys have not played poorly. I mean, we've missed we really haven't. They've played good. It's not that our guys have played poorly. We haven't made a lot of mistakes. We don't have a lot of penalties. We don't have turnovers. Berryville's just played a good game so far tonight. Well, when it comes to the stats, well, what we'll do here. Why don't we? Our cheerleaders are on the far side there, and we'll let them go. I won't talk over them while they do their cheer, and then after they're done, I'll go through the stats. That's our Prairie Grove cheerleaders on the far side. And going through the stats, Prairie Grove passing yards 53, Berryville 35, Prairie Grove 3 of 11, Berryville 2 of 9. With 1 touchdown pass. Rushing yards, Prairie Grove 192, Berryville just 34. Penalties, 1 for Prairie Grove, 15 yards, 5 penalties for Berryville for 25. Time of possession actually in favor of the Bobcats as Prairie Grove scored quickly a couple times. First downs, Prairie Grove 10 and Berryville 4. Like I mentioned, John David Elder 3 of 11 for 53 yards. Anthony Johnson 7 carries, 112, averaging 16 carries. He's got 2 touchdowns. Garrett Helton is 5 for 66, each averaging 13.2. Colin Bryant 2 for 8. Preston 2 for 6. Dustin Burton 1 for 5. John David Elder was sacked a couple of times. On the receiving end, Colin Bryant 2 receptions, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Dustin Burton 1 reception, 10 yards. Well, that's going to do it, and we'll go to the field. You can watch the Berryville cheerleaders as they finish up, and then the Berryville marching band will follow. We'll be back for the second half in about 20 minutes.
Great job. And now we need to have the 1967. We want to introduce this group. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Berryville Marching Band would like to dedicate tonight's halftime performance to the 2017-2018 senior class. Also lining up here in front of the home bleachers is a very special group. All season long, these cheerleaders have honored hometown heroes. Tonight's hometown heroes are the Bobcats from the 1967 football team and cheerleaders. This team went 10-0 in the regular season that fall. 50 years later, some of them are here with us today. And it's my pleasure to introduce the players that are here on the field for this very special night. Their head coach, Jack Edens. Johnny Curtis. Billy Epperson. Mike Stubbs. Carl Fanning. Larry Fanning. Dan Fanning. Bobby Wood. Jimmy Williams. Jerry Worley. Fred West. Terry Wood. Randy Williams. Somebody help me out, I didn't get your name on the list. Don Guston. Sorry, can't see that far. Did we get Jerry Matney? Jerry Matney. All right. Did we get everybody? All right. Let's give a big hand to this 19. They were 10-0. Now at this time, we would like for any past Bobcat football players or cheerleaders who are in the stands tonight or in the crowd, if you will stand so we can all recognize you as well, and thank you for supporting these current Bobcats. All right, now we will get to the band. The marching band would like to dedicate tonight's halftime performance to the 2017-2018 senior class. Introducing on flute, McKenna Goldsmith. On clarinet, Heidi Martinez. On trumpet, Taylor Ball. On trumpet, Brett Odell. On the mellophone, Abdil Marks. On trombone, Delaney Stopple. On baritone, Lily Machupa. On baritone, Crystal Tovar Telez. On percussion, Tatiana Adams. On percussion, Brian Zumalt. For the guard, Janiyah Wood. For the guard, Michelle Smith. And our drum major, Clara The band would like to invite everyone out tomorrow night for dinner and a show. They are serving an annual chili dinner tomorrow evening here at 5 o'clock, and they will immediately start a concert at 6. So we hope to see you there. Come out and support this Bobcat marching band. Let's give them another big round of applause.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Everett Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey.
Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
Years, the Luganbuell name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuell care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuell, Stacy Luganbuell, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuell tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuell.com.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Everett Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
My name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church.
Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consist of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children in junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host Upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey.
Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
For over 100 years, the Luganbuehl name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one are handled with tender care, as well as with the honor and dignity they deserve. The type of service, the monument, every single aspect is handled with that special Luganbuehl care, including the opportunity to work with them on pre-planning. If you have any questions, please call 846-2141. That's 846-2141. Lloyd Wayne Luganbuehl, Stacy Luganbuehl, J.C. Dobbs stand ready to continue that Luganbuehl tradition. For more information, they invite you to visit their website, luganbuehl.com.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Harton's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harton's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Everett Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
We're back with you about a minute and a half before we start the second half. And Dr. Williams, thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think we came into the game thinking we had the better team, and I think that's shown out in the stats and the score. I think we had a couple opportunities we left out on the field, but I think that's a credit to Berryville. I think they've played hard tonight and given it their best shot, and hopefully here in the third quarter we'll go ahead and take control and finish this game off the way it's looked the first half.
Well, I agree with you. You tip your hat to Berryville. They've played extremely hard. We talked about that as we went into the half. Prairie Grove, on the other hand, like I said, I don't think we've played badly. I think we could be sharper. I think there's been a few plays that we could have made, but for the most part, it's not been lack of Prairie Grove as much as it's been Berryville playing hard.
Right, and really, defense has just given up a couple of bigger plays. They had the one long pass. I think they had one run that was a little bit down the field, and other than that, we've pretty much shut them down.
But their defense I think the thing that's impressed me most about their defense has been their pass defense. Their coverage on our receivers has been pretty good tonight as DeMarcus Cooper gets ready to kick for the Tigers. Archer, one of the deep guys, and I believe the other one is Poe. So Wyatt Poe. And now DeMarcus getting ready to kick. And Coop gets it. It's going to be fielded at about the 23. Oh, his knee hit the ground. That was Che Myers, and Myers' knee hits the ground at the 24, and that's where the Bobcats will start 1st and 10.
Been over to pick it up, and just knee got on the ground. You know, you're talking about the good sportsmanship in the first half. I'm going to kind of relay a story about Coach Absher in between plays here, but I ran into one of the lead, in fact, a guy that's over the officials group up in Northwest Arkansas.
And that is a pass, almost intercepted by Stone Bryant. And go ahead, Dr. Williams, with the rest of the story.
I was going to say, ran into him Saturday, and he comes up and said, I need to show you something on my phone that one of your coaches has done. And a lot of times when people come up and tell me they want to show me something on their phone, it's not positive. And he said, no, this is good. And he said, I want you to tell Coach Absher that we appreciate this. And Coach Absher had sent out a text to all the officials and just telling them how much they appreciate the work they do. Know they get chewed on at ball games sometimes and hollered at, but appreciated the work they do. And he said that really meant a lot to the officials in the area.
Speaking of the officials, they throw a flag here, and I think it's going to be on Berryville. You know, again, you pointed it out earlier. It's kind of an interesting way in which their wingbacks line up. They actually line up. Actually, it looks like it's going to be offsides on the. I thought it was going to be against the Bobcats, but 5 yards step off against the Tigers. But they line up almost like you said, right at a.
Well, I had an old coach used to call that the old Delaware wing tee, and they called those the pigeon-toed ends, and they're kind of at a 45-degree angle. But they do what's kind of strange is sometimes they'll have their tight end with about a 2-yard gap, and the wing backs inside of the tight end in between them and the tackle.
There's Archer on the carry. Archer turns up. He's got the first down and more. Archer up to the 38-yard line, and he's brought down by Johnson. I believe, I can't see who the other one is.
We have somebody down holding their leg. I can't tell the number.
Was that Lane Dalton?
Now he's gotten up and able to jog off under his own power.
So Lane Dalton goes off, but a first down by the Bobcats. Ball at their own 38, so good start for the Bobcats in the second half. And again, Archer, he's hitting the backfield, and he's going to be dropped this time. Helton has hit him first, and then Dustin Burton comes up, and I believe that's Stone Bryant, and they finish him off for about a 3-yard loss. Be second down and 13.
It's a good play by the defense. He couldn't make the corner there, and he's done that a couple times tonight and gotten a few yards around the corner, but came up and sealed that off nicely.
Well, Heltemus kind of got a good initial charge there and caused him to take a couple steps back, allowed Burton and them to get upfield. And now they're going to try to go the other way, and nothing going. Boy, the Tigers just gang tackling everybody but 3 players were in on that tackle.
It's good to see everybody coming in there on the play and make sure we get them down and try to get this ball back here. It's Cooper Allen. That I think was the first one there, but a bunch of them came in behind him.
Third down and 12 now for Berryville. Ball sitting at their own 36. Just underway here in the second half, 9:54 to go in the third quarter. Passing situation here for Berryville. And it's a quick drop. He looks, and it's tapped away, and that is Colin Bryan. I think that tapped it first, or may have been Burton. One of those two got it.
I think Burton's mad because he was going to try to intercept it before the other one tapped it away. So
Burton's still looking up the sky, wishing he'd gotten that one. Fourth down, and Berryville going to punt, and looks like Harrison Lowe We're confused right now.
Kind of looking for the fake. Kept most of our defense out there.
Harrison Lowe wants to return it. He's not going to get a chance to. Oh, he kicked it.
They'll get that at the first touching spot up there.
Yeah, I think they got him. I wasn't sure at first. He didn't go up that way, so I thought we were going to get pinned back. But they're going to move it there. We'll get it 1st and 10 at about the 28.
I think he's wearing gloves. It may make it hard to find that beanbag they usually throw out there where they first touch the ball to mark the spot.
So the Prairie Grove first drive of the second half, and they were held to 7 points in the second quarter. There's a give, and that's Aaron Preston staying on his feet, still going. No whistle. Wow.
That was an interesting play. He was right in the middle. It looked like about 4 Berryville players, and I'm like you, kept thinking they're going to blow the whistle on this, and they let it go all the way until they got him to the ground.
He picks up about, let's call it 7 yards. It'll be 3rd down or 2nd down and 7, or 2nd down and 3. Here's Johnson, and Johnson makes a move. He's going to go out of bounds. He's got the first down inside the just outside the 40 to the 42. Myers forced him out of bounds, and Tiger's going to have it. They're going to mark him at the 43. 8:44 to go here in the third quarter. Prairie Grove with their first possession of this second half. They get a first down. Here is another give to Aaron Preston, and Preston picks up about 4. He's wrapped up there, I believe that was number 21, Denton McCullough. I'm sorry, it was Devin Smith on the tackle.
Seems like we're getting some movement there. Our offensive line being able to get a little push against the defense, and it seemed like he was tackled pretty quickly, but still gained 4 yards there.
There's Johnson. Johnson up around about the 46. I was talking to Dakota Pinkley's father at halftime, and I just noticed a play again where he was talking about Dakota's guy was kind of dropping on him, you know, and and so that time Dakota just kind of took him out of the play. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, ball at the 46. Burton in motion, and now John David Elder again. That's Johnson. Johnson stays on his feet. He's inside the 30, down to the 28. Pickup of 18 yards that time by Johnson. Johnson adding to his season total. He's probably over 1,200 yards on the season right now.
What did he have at the half? It was over 100 yards, I believe.
Yeah, so he's 1,200, and well, if he can get him another 100 or so next week, he's going to move up in the season total rushing in the Prairie Grove history files. He's in motion again. This time it goes back to Burton, and Burton's going to be drugged down by Smith. He picked them. He got about 4. Man, let's see. They're going to give him about 3 yards.
2nd down 7 for the Tigers.
You know, we talk about how Prairie Grove's defense is stiffened up. You know, when people get inside or teams get inside the 30, 20-something yard line, and Berryville's done that a couple times to us tonight. They've turned us away. Maybe the Tigers will get through and put it in the end zone this time. 2nd down and 7. There is the give. That's Preston. He's still on his feet. They finally blow the whistle. They're letting him run.
Nice run. He kind of got in the hip pocket of the offensive lineman there and went as far as he could take him, and then slipped off and got a few more yards on his own.
Well, he's going to get the ball inside the 15, down about the 13-yard line, and that's where Prairie Grove has it 1st and 10. Trying to add to their 21-0 lead, and they're on the march here to start the second half. Berryville had the ball first. Prairie Grove, we're almost halfway through the third quarter. And there is the give. Give him 6. Give him 6. Aaron to the end zone.
Just a very methodical drive down the field. I'm trying to think, do we have a single play that didn't get 4 yards?
No, Burton maybe got 3, but look at that nice blocking up front. Excellent job. Preston takes to the corner of the end zone. He's in there, and Prairie Grove, another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco, now 27-0 as Beeson gets ready to add the extra point. And with 6:02 to go here in the third quarter, it's Prairie Grove 28, Berryville 0 back after this.
Who decided?
Harton's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harton's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Okay, getting ready to kick here. It looks like DeMarcus Cooper going to kick again. Poe and Archer deep for the Bobcats. But we haven't kicked deep too much. It's kind of been going to these upbacks here, so I wonder if they'll let DeMarcus just go back and kick one. See how far you can get it. He doesn't step too far back like a lot of kickers. He's got about 4 yards there.
Right.
And it's going to drop, and that's going to be fielded there. 19 for Berryville. That's Cooper Logan. And Logan gets it to the 37-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 38. So 5:59 to go here in the third. Berryville with their second possession of the second half. Berryville spins, gives. That's number 35. Or that's Parsons on the carry. Brett Parsons. Who's that at the bottom of the pile?
Looks like that's 77.
That's Hayden Black. Hayden Black is sophomore, 6'1", just under 300. So got a couple of guys right there at that 300 mark. 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats. And now Heitholt's in trouble. He's going to be sacked, dropped back at the 35. It's like Black in there again. Dustin Burton in there. DeMarcus Cooper in there. It's 3rd down and 13.
I think 32, is that Trevor
King.
Trevor King, he was the first one to get in there, I think, make him kind of pull the ball down. Then we had some others collapse on him.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Bobcats. Passing situation for Berryville. But they're going to run it to Archer. Archer breaks one tackle. He's trying to get the corner. Got pursuit. Get him out of bounds.
But the ball went out of bounds, so stay with Berryville.
He gets back to, well, he actually picked up maybe just a yard, so it's going to bring up 4th and 12, and now Berryville's going to punt.
I think he had made it a little further up the field, but when he dropped the ball, it bounced out there at 36.
You know, we talked about a running clock, but because there's been so so many rushes in this quarter. Clock's pretty much ran most of the quarter anyway. High snap, it goes over the punter's head, and he's trying. Oh, he's going to be dropped back at the 10-yard line. Tough break that time for Ariana. And it goes over his head, and he's dropped back there.
That is a lonely feeling. The ball goes over your head, and you run back to pick it up. When you turn around, there's 4 of the opposing players right on top of you.
Colin Bryant being one of those, and there it looks like they're going to give him a forward progress to about the 12-yard line. So that's where Prairie Grove will start with 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. Prairie Grove trying to stretch their lead with excellent field position. In motion goes Johnson. It goes up the middle. Give him 6. Give him 6. Heltemus in the end zone. And let's see. Let's watch that one again. Boy, good blocking up front. Pinkley and the rest of those guys, the big guys up front, and they give Heltemus a touchdown. Another touchdown sponsored by PG Telco. And I hate to say it, but kind of a critical extra point here from Beeson.
It is. We'd like to go ahead and get the mercy rule going and get to play a lot of players tonight, and so you'd like to get this 35th point.
Extra point on the way. No good. And we had gone 4 of 4. We missed that one. It's 34-0 with 4:27 to go here in the third quarter. Well, another touchdown sponsor for PG Telco. We'll be back after this.
For over 100 years, the Luganville name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time. 4 generations of excellence in service. All aspects of caring for your loved one.
We decided you can't have good rates and good coverage. If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
Okay, Prairie Grove getting ready to kick again pretty quickly after the snap over the head of the punter. Prairie Grove got the ball at the 10 and on the 12, and on the first play, Garrett Heltemus goes in from 12 yards out. And Tigers up now 34-0. DeMarcus getting ready to kick again. This one goes a little bit further, going to be fielded at about the 22-yard line. And he's hit. Who is that right there? They bring him. Is that Heltemus? I believe that was Heltemus on the tackle.
I think so.
Third quarter, it's Gravitt and Shiloh tied up at 7. So 1st and 10 for Berryville, ball out there on 31. Keeper Heithold, he got a little room, and Heithold's going to be dropped at about the 38-yard line, but looks like 35 that time on the tackle for Prairie Grove, Jared Harger.
Well, that Gravitt Shiloh game is that is a big one for seeding purposes in the league. If Shiloh loses that one, I think that pretty much puts us in the second spot, no matter what.
Yeah, it's pretty much because we would have.
We'd still need to win next week.
Well, even if we lost, there's going to be close to first down. Well, even if we lost next week, we'd have 2 losses.
We'd have the head-to-head.
And we'd have the head-to-head on the other 2 that would be at 2 losses. So that would, if Shiloh loses tonight, we will definitely go to the second seed, regardless of next week of what happened. But
if they win tonight, then if they could beat Pea Ridge next week, you could have a three-way tie, provided we win as well. And then you go to points and see who falls out and to determine 1, 2, and 3.
And the point differential tonight plays into that as well. So we'll see how it all plays out before the end of the night. There is a drop by Heithold. He throws, all incomplete, intended for number 26, Braden Logan. Prairie Grove's got some reserves in there now. I believe on the coverage that time was Ryland Schrum.
Right, number 6 over here at the left corner.
Second down and 10. Here is Archer. Archer gets the corner. Archer at the 45, 50. Still on his feet, and he's met.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't see who that was on that far side, but
I think it's Stone Bryant, but
is Stone still in the game? I guess he is. He ran across the field like Stone.
First, see who those other defensive backs are out there now. And if they turn just right, I'll be able to see their numbers. So.
First down and 10 for Berryville. Ball at the Prairie Grove 47-yard line. There's the give up the middle. It's number 35, Parsons. I didn't see who got that tackle. Man, it's hard to see our numbers. I'm going to.
They said Lane Dalton, the PA man. I heard him.
Second down and 6 for Berryville.
Number of the second safety looked like 12, but I don't think we have a 12 on our roster that I'm looking at.
There's Archer, and he's going to pick up a couple.
Archer, the ball carrier.
Ethan Skates was number 12. He's back there at safety along with Stone Bryant. Nick Schrum over here at left corner.
I thought I saw 15 over there, too, with these binoculars, and I don't know that we have a 15 on there, maybe. And after next week, I believe some of the ninth graders can come up. So
right.
Third down, and let's call it a long 4 for the Bobcats. That's Parsons up the middle. He's going to be close to the first, and it looks where they spotted he's going to have it. 1:40 to go here in the third.
Charles Archer, the ball carrier.
Make a note and send somebody the next time we get white uniforms to get black numbers that show up.
We've told Kay Apter a few times on the air that she needs to talk to Danny about that.
They're nice looking uniforms, but the numbers sure are hard to read.
Lincoln and Gentry tied 0-0 at half. Low scoring tonight in some of the big contests in the 1-4A.
You got to think the cold weather for the first time really is affecting some teams.
I would think so. There's a give to Archer.
Charles Archer, the ball carrier.
Looks like Ethan Gunter was one of the tacklers there. And maybe Caswell also helping out with that. Picks up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Caswell on the tackle. It's 2nd down 6 for the Bobcats.
Heithold looking, throwing. He's got a man. It's complete. He makes a move. Trying to get to the end zone, and that's number 11. Complete to Wyatt Poe, and Poe, a little move, gets down about the 2-yard line.
It looked like we were in position to make a play on the ball and just over our hand and right to the receiver.
Yeah, you're right. It was tough. I thought maybe he may have mistimed it a little, but nonetheless, they've got the ball first and goal at the Prairie Grove 2. 30 seconds to go. They're trying to get in the end zone. It'll be just their second score in conference play, and Bobcats going to give to Archer, and Prairie Grove denies him the end zone on this one. He gets about a yard.
Looks like they're going to mark it right at the 1 yard line. That may be the end of the quarter.
Harger, one of the tacklers in there that time, and that's going to do it. 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Well, after 3 quarters of play, it's Prairie Grove 34, Berryville 0. Back for the fourth and final quarter.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Everett Chevrolet, right off of I-49 and Elm Springs Road, is a proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, and it's also home to the largest selection of Chevy cars and trucks, including the all-new design Equinox and Traverse, 2 SUVs built with the family in mind. Each one has built-in Wi-Fi that can handle up to 7 devices, so you and your family can always stay connected to games, navigation, and a whole lot more. Plus, at Everett Chevrolet, you'll find an award-winning parts and service department dedicated to keeping you on the road. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, says go Tigers.
So we're back for the fourth quarter. Berryville, second goal. Second goal with the ball just outside the Prairie Grove 1. They're trying to get on the scoreboard. Looks like they started it at 10. Oh, there we go. So we're going to play 10 minutes. They move it to 12. So the Bobcats. And second goal from the 1. Prairie Grove brought a little bit of beef there on the front. And they're going from a power I formation. And the quarterback sneak, and I think he's in there. Yes, touchdown, Berryville. And the Bobcats to go here in the fourth quarter, scores. And makes it 34-6. Still 7-7 out in Gravette. The game Prairie Grove's got their eye on. And looks like they've they're rushing the guy out. And I was watching the snap guy, and he's begging the guy to run out there. Guy was kind of trotting. He was like, come on, let's get there. And Mahita goes, it hit the goalpost.
Hit the upright and bounced back.
So Mahika hits the goalpost, and it's Prairie Grove 36, Berryville 6. We'll be back after this.
For over 100 years, the Luganfuel name has served the area of Prairie Grove with honor and integrity in a family's most dire time.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
So just underway here in the fourth quarter, 11:55 to go in the ball game, and Berryville punches it in and makes it 34-6.
Let's see if they try to onside kick this and get the ball back.
Here comes the kick, and going to be fielded by Ethan Gunther. He drops it, and he's going to just fall on it there about the 37, 38-yard line.
Shaking his hand a little bit. This cold weather, it's kind of like some foul tips in baseball, kind of sting a little bit.
I used to hate playing baseball in cold weather too, because you'd have that aluminum bat and you'd hit it in a bad spot. That would not be fun. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. They've got the backups in here, and they're in at quarterback is Skates. Skates going to give the ball. I didn't see who the runner was. Looks like it's Harger. He's going to pick up a couple. So Prairie Grove's going to finish it out with some backups, making sure, trying to keep guys healthy. Second down, 8 for Prairie Grove. 11:23 to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove with this unit. Let's see if Skates can lead them down here for a touchdown. And there is a give. Harger around the corner. He's going to get close to the 42. You know, he's
It's a nice run. Got picked up 4 yards there.
Is that Hayden Black that's doing this? Is he the center now? Because Skates not real tall.
That's Mace.
See when they come back up there who's
Right,
center.
I can't see if they've left Will Hawkins in or if that's Hayden Black. That's Will still in there at the, and much of the starting offensive line, I think, still in there.
There's a give up the middle.
Got the first down, it looks like.
First down, and I think that's Caswell in there now. No, that was Aaron Preston again. Preston again. He's going to be real close to the first. They may measure this one.
Oh, I can see that one from here. Come on, guys. Hey.
They may not get us such a nice note this week.
I may not be at the right angle. I'm thinking about the cold weather here, not the officiating job. They're doing a great job tonight. So.
And they're going to be just
over. See, I saw it. Just had that by at least 1/8 of an inch there.
Never a doubt. Never a doubt. First and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball at their own 47. Prairie Grove with this backup unit in the skill positions. There is the give. It's Harger again. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet. Picks up about 9.
He did a great job of reading the block in there, and when he saw the hole, he scooted through it awfully quick.
An update from Gravett. Gravett hit about I believe it was about a 32-yard field goal, and they now lead Shiloh 10-7. So,
can you tell how much time's left in that game? Do they have a?
They don't have a time there, but Gravett does lead, and Shiloh's only touchdown came on a block punt. So, interesting game in Gravett tonight. Second down and 2 for the Tigers. There is the give. And Dr. Williams, I'm going to have to get.
I'm having trouble seeing those numbers. It may have been.
That's Trevor King, I believe, on the carry that time. So King gets the first down inside the 40 down to the Berryville 39. 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the ball game.
See, we've got looks like 35 and 32 in the backfield going to be for this play. That's going to be Jared Harger and Trevor King. Skates at quarterback.
And it's Harger again. He's going to be hitting the backfield and knocked down this time. Good defensive play. I believe that was number 52, Ben Diaz on the tackle. He loses a couple that time.
Got number 3, Kane Caswell, in at the wing back.
And it gives to Harger again on the sweep. Harger breaks a tackle or two, gets yards back, gets down to the 35. Going to bring up second or third and 6. So third down 6 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the Berryville 35. There's a minute and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter out at Gravett.
Got James Mayers in at wide receiver.
And there's the wingback reverse. Oh, just tripped up. That's Caswell. He gets the first down, but boy, he had some more room. He just tripped up.
He did, but it's that's 3 first downs now that these backups have gotten, and Berryville still playing hard and got a lot of their first unit out there. So this is some good experience they're getting, and they're keeping the ball and melting a lot of this clock here in the fourth quarter.
Down to 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game, and nice drive this time by this second unit. They've even replaced some of the guys on the line. If you can pick up some of those numbers, there's the give. That's Trevor King. King gets down to close to the 20-yard line.
I'll see. Finally picked up a binocular. See who we've got in there on the offensive line. We've got, I think, 74.
That's Cade Horn.
Cade Horn is going to be a right tackle. I think number 60, right guard.
That's Charles Edwards.
I think we still have we've got Hayden Black in there at center, 77. 67 is our left guard.
That's Joe Reynolds.
And hadn't picked up that left tackle yet, but
Prairie Grove's going to push this to the limit, and Skates needs to get the snap. Does. There's Harger. He's got the first, and he's inside, inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line.
The reason I hadn't picked that up, Hayden Black was at left guard and Reynolds at left tackle, and it's the center that I missed there. And he's right in the middle of the group. It looks like number 50, maybe 52.
That's Cooper Allen. It could be, is it 62?
I'll try to get them when they break the huddle here again, but
boy, for those that are, bear with us. It's just from our distance and the glass and the yellow and the white, it's really, really hard to see those numbers. Skates under center. And Skates is going to keep it. He's going to be chased out of bounds. Nice job by Charles Archer. Skates picks up about 2 yards on the play. 5:59 to go in or 6:06 to go in the ball game.
I'm pretty sure that's 52, Cooper Allen.
Oh, it could be. Could be. Or I guess it is.
Center.
And Harger inside the 10, down close to the 6.
Really nice drive by this group. A lot of times when you start bringing in second teamers, timing gets off, you pick up penalties and things, and they've just gone down the field and done a nice job of handling the ball.
They have done a nice job. And just reaching about 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Third down, a long 3 for the Tigers. I'd like to see this unit. They've really done a good job marching down the field. And the give, that's King. King, yeah, he's going to lose a couple. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers. You know, what if they let Skates throw one here?
It's going to be interesting to see what they call.
We go under 5 minutes to go in the ball game, and they may try a field goal, looks like here.
Looks like that's what they're going to do.
Not a bad idea. You don't know as we start approaching playoff time if we might need a field goal. They got Beeson. He's going to be about a 27-yarder where they place it down. So Beeson going to try a 27-yard field goal here. And good snap, kick on the way. It's going to be no good. And with 4:31 to go in the ball game, it remains Prairie Grove 34, Berryville 6. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly supports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
Okay, back with you as Berryville takes over 1st and 10. Ball up there on 20 as the field goal missed by Beeson, and now the Bobcats give it to Parsons. And he picks up about 3 yards, brings up 2nd and 7. Well, we're down to 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the ball game, and Dr. Williams, we were talking so much before the game about the what ifs and whatever, but next week's game for Prairie Grove, we could be the 2nd seed no matter what if it stays like it is out in Gravette right now. And
one thing about it, the 1st and 2nd seeds get 2 games at home, which is a good way to start. And then that 3rd game, you got to have to wait and see who wins. But if we played a equal or higher seed, we'd go on the road.
Well, that was a nice run that time by Parsons, and missed the tackler that time, but a good run by Berryville, but gives them a 1st down. Again, we want to thank our East Lab, the Nacho Man, Alex Henry, Cade Graham, Maya Dotson. Appreciate them. Miles Eubanks, he's been running our stats for us tonight. He's our IT guy. And there is Archer on the carry, hit initially there.
Gerald Archer, the ball carrier.
I believe that's it was Ethan Gunther hit him first, then Trevor King finished him off, picks up about 7.
Looks like we got Harrison Lowe over here now playing at the right cornerback. Ethan Skates is in safety. Having trouble picking up some of the others. Looks like
and this time number 25, that is Isaac Brown. Brown's going to get the 1st down. Well, we hope Ryan's making his way down there to the Grove, but not Prairie Grove. It's the Grove down in Oxford, Mississippi. We miss you, Ryan, and wish you and the Hogs well tomorrow. Berryville picks up a 1st down. Appreciate you, Dr. Williams. You've filled in admirably twice now this year. We might just have to get a 3rd headset here before long.
Well, y'all do a great job, and I don't mind filling in, but I think y'all don't have anything to worry about there.
Nice play there, I believe. Gunther on the. Was that Gunther on the tackle? Graham Gunther that time. Graham Gunther, number 2 on the tackle, and now another carry, Archer. He's going to be brought down. That's number 43 for Prairie Grove on the tackle, and Matthew Jones.
Archer started kind of quietly, but he's put together a pretty good game himself here at running back.
He has, and right at the end of the game tonight, we are going to go straight to the stats real quick and we'll probably go off the air pretty quickly tonight, right after the stats. It's cold where we are, and we're ready to make it to the car pretty quick and get the heater running. And I definitely, after this play, let's see, that's Ethan Gunther bringing the tackle down, and his brother helping him. I guess that's his brother there, Graham. And inside the Prairie Grove 45. But I definitely want to give a really a shout out to Berryville. I know it's 34-6 and it's a somewhat of a lopsided score, but they have played exceptionally hard tonight. I really appreciate their effort, and it says a lot about what their coach does. You know, they've struggled this year, but you know, for them to fight and keep playing as hard as they are, it says a lot about their coach and what he's trying to instill here. You know, winning kind of breeds winning, Dr. Williams, and you got to have a few breaks to start that. And I think with this kind of effort, he gets some guys out, they make it turn the corner here at Berryville.
Right, and I you know, the first thing you got to have before you win is making that effort to win, and they've definitely done that tonight. They're playing hard and giving it their best shot, and so nothing to be ashamed of.
Down to 30 seconds to go in the game, so just a few more plays left. And that's Archer trying to add to his total. It looks like Cooper Allen in there, one of the tacklers. They're actually close to us. Maybe we can get some more of these numbers this time.
Right.
Caswell was in there. And there may be, it's 24 seconds, so.
Dakota Dickerson's in there playing defensive line.
You know, Dickerson, I saw him just the other night. He's getting bigger and bigger. He's got another year. He put on a few more pounds. He's going to really be something on the front. And another carry there by Brown, Isaac Brown. They're down to 12-13. Are they going to try to do one more? Let's see. Are they going to let it run on out? 8 seconds. And that's probably going to do it.
That's going to be the ball game, it looks like.
That's it. The final score, Prairie Grove 34, Berryville 6. Prairie Grove, next week we'll come to you from Prairie Grove for senior night against Lincoln. Be the final game of the regular season. And with this victory, this senior class becomes the winningest class in Prairie Grove football history now with 33 wins. We're going to go through the stats real quick. Prairie Grove total offense 383, Berryville 194. Passing yards, Berryville had 65, Prairie Grove 53. Prairie Grove 3 of 11 tonight in the passing. Berryville 3 of 13. On the rushing, Prairie Grove 330, Berryville 129. Penalties, 2 for Prairie Grove for 20 yards, 5 for 25 for Berryville. There was one fumble lost tonight, and that was Berryville, and one interception that they had. And then time of possession, Berryville actually about 5 more minutes tonight than Prairie Grove. 20 first downs for Prairie Grove, 14 for Berryville. Rushing yards, you were right. I mean, Archer ended up having 76 yards tonight. Anthony Johnson with 146. That's going to put him over 1,200 on the season. He had 2 touchdowns. Garrett Heltemus had 78 yards. He has a touchdown. Aaron Preston, 48 yards with a touchdown. Harger with 30. Trevor King with 10 yards rushing tonight. On the receiving end, Colin Bryant, 2 for 43. Dustin Burton, 1 for 10. That's going to do it. Dr. Williams, any final thoughts?
Well, I think we got done what we needed to. We'll see what happens on that Shiloh-Gravett game and know what we need to do next week pretty quickly. But it looks like we're destined maybe for a 1 or 2 seed and get a couple of playoff games at home. And I know our fans will come out next week, especially senior night, to send these guys off for a final regular season game.
Well, that's going to do it again for our East Lab. Miles Eubanks, Alex Henry, Cade Graham, Maya Dotson. For Dr. Allen Wins, I'm Lynn Gregson. Thank you. Have a great night, and go Tigers.
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.